Okay, today we're going to start with a balance. We're going to start with our eagle pose. So making sure we're standing up nice and tall, pulling that belly button in towards the spine. We'll do this from the start by just warming the shoulders and the arms, lifting both arms up. Don't lift the shoulders, growing up nice and tall, stretch tall, out of the shoulders, out of the pelvis. Then you're going to bend the right hand down the back and just rest the left hand on the right elbow. Just see if you increase the stretch slightly. Let's breathe in, let's stretch that left arm up, then let's take that left arm round behind and see if we can bring it up to meet the fingers. You can interlock the fingers, if not just point them up towards each other, but making sure you're standing in a nice straight line, keeping that right arm next to the right ear, elbow pointing to the sky, left elbow pointing to the floor. Feet are just hip distance apart. Everything else is nice and tall. Brilliant. Let's rest it down, taking that right arm across the body. And just rest the left hand at the top of the arm, stretching it across. Relax those arms down. Let's roll the shoulders and go for the other side. So stretching up nice and tall. Lift the arms up the shoulders, pulling those tummies in. Grow tall through the spine. Let's rest that left hand down, resting the right hand on the left elbow. Let's just stretch it down. Then let's take that right hand round, bring it up the back and see if you can get the fingers to touch, and trying to get your left elbow pointing to the sky, the right to the floor. And the fingers, if you can, just touching behind. Then let's take that left arm across the body, resting the right arm up, that right hand at the top of the arm. Nice deep breaths, just stretching out that shoulder. Resting the arm down. We're going to roll the shoulders. We're going to try the pose. So, standing nice and tall, weight through the ankles, growing nice and tall. We're just going to bend the knees very slightly. Upper body comes down in a straight line. We're going to take that right foot forward and take it round the left leg. Resting the front of that right foot on the back of the left leg if you can. Woo. Then the hands come up, you're going to wrap them round so the left arm comes underneath. Bring it round and see if you can bring the palms together. If you can, raise those arms slightly. 3 nice deep breaths. Let's bring those arms round, let's unloop the hands, unloop the legs, roll the shoulders. Let's just roll that left foot slightly just to loosen the ankle. And coming back to a nice standing position. Then we're going to bend the knees again. This time the left leg comes forward, round. Seeing if you can bring that left foot in behind the right leg. Woo. Seeing if we can balance there. Then bringing the arms up, wrapping the right arm underneath the left and bringing the hands round so the palms meet. Then if you can, lift the arms. Take 3 nice deep breaths. Let's unfold the arms. Bring that left leg round. Just loosen off the right shoulder, ankle, and bring the feet back to shoulder width, hip width. Take a nice breath in. Let's push our bottoms back and come down into our chair pose. Trying to get those thighs parallel with the floor. Breathe in, bring the hands to prayer position. breathe in, breathe out, push down through the ankles, squeezing the bottoms, come up nice and tall. Lifting the arms, we'll just do a small back bend, so chest lifts to the sky. Bring the hands back to prayer position. Coming through your mountain pose. And again, let's sink down. Pushing down through those ankles, squeezing the bottoms, coming up nice and tall. Let's stretch to mountain pose. Small back bend. And hands come back to prayer. Tummy pulls in. Let's drop the arms down to the side. Take a breath in. And we're going to do our forward fold. So we're going to breathe in, breathe out, fold from the hips. Keeping the back as flat as we can for as long as we can. Holding it at the maximum. Then dropping the hands to the floor. And slowly rolling up. Take a big step to the front of our mats. Breathe in, come up nice and tall. As you breathe out, nice flat back. Let's float all the way around. Hands come down in line with the feet. We're going to step back into our plank. So pulling those tummies up towards the spine, flattening out across the shoulders, lengthening the neck. Then if we can, we're going to do 3 sets of shoulder taps. So tap left, tap right, tap left, tap right. Let's just rest those knees, rest those feet. Pulling the tummy up, flatten out through the back. And curl the toes, push back up into your plank. Then you're going to lift the right arm and come to your side plank. Remembering your stages, you can drop the knee, lifting the hips. You can stagger the feet, or you can stack them. Let's breathe in, breathe out, come back down to our plank. And breathe in, breathe out, lift the left arm. Bringing that left hand down. Let's come down onto the forearms. Let's drop the hips and come into our Sphinx pose. I'm going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders, slowly roll down. Bringing the hands underneath the forehead. We're just going to lift and strengthen the lower back. So all the time we don't want to scrunch in the lower back. We want to lengthen. So take a nice breath in as you breathe out. Let's lift the upper body. And lower it down. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift. Lower. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift. Really expanding through the lower back. And then lowering back down. Now we're going to lift the lower body. So when you're ready, you're going to breathe in, breathe out, lifting the right leg. Think of doing a semicircle with the toes, pushing the hips into the floor. And rest it down. Breathe in, breathe out, lift the left. Relax it down. This time we're going to lift the top leg and see if we can bend the lower leg for the top leg to rest on. So breathe in, breathe out, lift the right leg, then see if you can bend the left and try and rest it just below the knee. Rest those legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Lift the left as high as you can, bending that right, resting underneath. Brilliant. Rest it down. Let's put the hands underneath the shoulders. Push back and come to extended child's pose. Spin the mat. So breathe in, breathe out. Let's come back up onto all fours. Let's curl those toes, holding that plank. I'm going to step the right foot forward and come into your warrior one. And we're going to do some twists. So the hands come down. We're going to bring the right hand to the inside of the leg and open up the left. Twisting round, trying to keep a nice straight line across those arms. Hips are sinking. Let's bring that left hand down, lift the right. Bring that right hand down to the outside of the foot, bending that right foot back. We're going to bring it underneath the left leg, left hip, checking that left leg. It's parallel with the mat. Come into your pigeon. And if you can, come down onto the forearms. Trying to keep those hips level. Then let's bring those hands back underneath the shoulders. Let's curl that back toe. Let's take that right foot back, come back into your plank. Let's breathe in, breathe out. Bring that left foot forward. Finding our balance. Come up into our warrior one. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring those hands down. Bring the left hand to the inside. Opening up that right arm. Keeping the hips down. Trying to make that straight line. Bringing that right hand down. Let's take a breath in. Lift the left arm. Bring that left hand down to the outside of the foot. Bringing that left foot back, underneath the right hip. Relaxing that leg, checking it's parallel. Sitting tall for a couple of breaths. And if you can, coming down onto the forearms. Relaxing down through the hips. Let's drop that left hip, bring the right leg round, and come into our half straddle. So sitting up nice and tall on those sitting bones. Right leg is stretched out, tall. And we're going to sit up nice and tall, sit out and grow out of those sitting bones. We're going to take the left hand over towards the right foot. So breathe in, breathe out. Bring the right across the body, take the left over the top towards that right foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's change, bringing the chest down towards that leg. Let's sit up nice and tall. And just swap the legs over. So straighten out that left, bring the right in. Sitting on those two sitting bones, growing as tall through the spine as you can. Then the right hand is going to come over the top towards the left. So breathe in, breathe out, hand over the top towards that left foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's turn, facing that leg. Bringing the chest down towards the leg if you can. Breathing in, breathing out. And each time you breathe out, just see if you can stretch that a little bit further. Let's come up nice and tall. Let's bring both legs in. Whilst we're here, let's just lift the feet off the floor. So you're in half boat, really. Let's drop those feet down, push them away. Got nice straight legs. Bringing the body forward, so you're in a nice straight line. Let's breathe in, breathe out. Let's fold over those legs. Flat as back as you can, resting your hands where you're comfortable. Could be on your thighs, your shins, on the feet if you can. If you want to make it harder, keep the arms by those ears. Let's just drop the head round the back. Rest over those legs for a second. And we just slowly roll up, bringing the feet up. You're going to rest in your half boat again. You're going to rest those feet down, curl the bottom under and roll back to a lying position. So the feet are flat on the floor. We're just going to engage the pelvic floor. Curl the very base of the spine, pushing that tummy button down towards the floor. Let's just bring the arms up. And you're going to breathe in, breathe out, make a semicircle with the arms and see if you can bring them down to the knees. Breathe in, breathe out, come back. Keep that pelvic floor engaged. Breathe in, breathe out, make a semicircle round to the knees. Back round. Last time, breathe in, breathe out, semicircle round. Bring it back. You're going to straighten out the legs, relax the arms down beside the body. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to bring them back up. We're going to rest the hands by the sides of the heads. We're going to breathe in, breathe out. We're going to lift the upper body. Then we're going to see if we can push one leg out. Bring it in. Left leg out. Bring it in. All the time the chest is looking up to the sky. Tummy muscles are working. So right, left. Breathe in, breathe out, right. Bring it in, breathe out, left. Bring it down, brilliant, well done. Big stretch across the floor. And bring those knees up into the chest, give them a hug. Let's take them round in a circle. We'll just do our half bridges. So when you're ready, bring the feet down flat on the floor. Rest the hands by the side of the body. Upper body is completely relaxed. Engage that pelvic floor. You're going to breathe in, breathe out. You're going to push down through the ankles, working the thighs. You're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Bringing the hips as high as you can. And if you can, you're going to bring the arms up. Point to the sky. Squeezing those bottoms, working those thighs. Breathe in, breathe out, bring the hands back down to the sides. Breathe in, breathe out, roll all the way back down. And only when you reach the very bottom can you release that pelvic floor. We'll do one more. So breathe in, breathe out, engage that pelvic floor. Slowly rolling up, one vertebrae at a time. All the way up to the top. And point those arms to the sky. Let's rest those hands down. Breathe in, breathe out, rolling down through the whole back. Lovely curl all the way. And only when that last vertebrae is down can you release that pelvic floor. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Give them a hug, take them round in a circle. Then I want you to drop the left foot down and rest the right foot on that left knee. Taking that right knee as wide as you can. Hands are resting by the sides. Upper body's completely relaxed. You're going to breathe in, breathe out. You're going to lift that left leg and bring it towards the body. And you can bring the hands through the legs, rest them on the thigh, or if you can, up onto the shin. So you've got a lovely stretch across the outside of the right hip. Let's rest that left leg down. Right leg comes down. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's bring the left leg onto that left foot, onto the right knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's lift that right leg. Clasping the hands around the thigh or up on the shin. And just bringing that right leg down towards the body. Lovely big stretch. Rest that foot down. Let's bring both knees back into the chest. Give them a hug. Then bring your arms out. Breathe in, breathe out. Let's drop both knees over to the right side of the body. Look out over the left. Bring them back to center. Give them a hug. Then breathe in, breathe out. Drop them over to the left. Looking out over the right. Bring them back to center. Let's flex those toes, push the ankles to the sky. Let's point and flex the toes. Rotate the ankles and bring them down to the floor. Let's engage that pelvic floor, bring the hands to the thighs, breathe in, breathe out. Let's slide the legs up. And let's come to a cross-legged position. You're going to breathe in, bringing the arms up, just the arms, not the shoulders. You're going to turn to look to the right, and you're going to drop the left hand to the right knee. Take the right arm out behind you, twisting round. Come back up to center, stretching tall. Let's look round to the left. Take that right hand down, take the left arm out behind you, twisting round. Back to center. Stretching up nice and tall. Let's fold from the hips. Hands come down, elbows come down, head comes down if you can. Slowly roll up to a nice big circle with the shoulders. Hands come up, reach to the sky, grow out of the sitting bones. Try not to lift the shoulders and bring the hands together. and bring them to your heart.